First thing first, how are you?
Very well, thank you. Good.
So before we jump into your most recent EP, I'd like to start in the beginning. Do you remember your first encounter, your first meeting?
Yes. So we've been friends for like 7, nearly 8 years now, and my best friend from Brighton grew up and went to the same, was it college?
Yeah, college.
As George. And I was walking down the road with her, and then we bumped into George, and she was like saying hi, and then George was like, "Oh, who's that?" And I
was shy. I've told you that before. I was like nervous. I did a little higher, but I just didn't say anything. I just kept my head down. I remember because I had to walk past this like fruit and veg stand and just like kind of go into the road a bit.
So then we became friends like from then.
Yeah.
So we've been friends for like a long time, and then the music kind of came quite a few years after. But it was I was saying this yesterday, like the band worked so well, I think, because we were friends for quite a few years before it happened. So it was just that we all know each other. It's nice.
When was music then introduced? Did you know about each other, that you were into music, and that was something?
Yeah. We went to the same uni, so we knew each other. We knew each other play music, and so we all knew what each other did.
So
tried
when
to do our own things, and then,
yeah, well, when does something like that then develop into, hey, let's try and write a song together, or let's play a show together?
So with us, it was kind of like we were all trying like our own things, like doing different stuff, and then we kind of like you were in like 2 other bands, weren't you?
Yeah.
I didn't really have anything going on. I was like, I never really found like that click with anyone, and I don't know, never found what I like love. So I had like a bit of time to think of like what I wanted and where I wanted to go, and then I think that was really good for me. And then I was like, I need to do this, and then me and George started writing together. And we kind of just played what each other had in our heads. Like, it was really weird. And we were like, what? This is pretty good.
I think you're right, having a bit of time off though, because I did the same thing after I moved back home after Brighton. I couldn't afford to live there anymore. And then, that's exactly, it might have taken that time off just to think about what you wanted to do. And then, it just worked.
Yeah.
It really worked.
Yeah.
This is maybe then a difficult question to answer, but what answer did you find to that question with what you wanted to do?
What we wanted, like when we played?
No, that you mentioned you took some time to kind of...
It was more time to kind of, so it's
but
like...
did you find an answer to
yeah,
okay, this is what I want to do?
Definitely, because I think it was like, I was just trying to play music and write music a lot, and I was never really like quite happy with what was coming out. And I thought like maybe I don't know, it was like, it just wasn't me. So then I took the time and I like broke up with somebody, and I was just like feeling a bit like miserable. And I started listening to a lot of new music which I never listened to before, which kind of like got me in this new way of like thinking how I could write and stuff like that. And then I think it was that then made me be like, okay, right, I'm gonna try this. And then we started writing, and like this like different sound was coming out, and it was just like it was like the feeling, wasn't it? We were just like, this feels really right. Like it was just, it was like very passionate and real.
Was it a particular song that kind of...
It was the very first song that we wrote. We wrote this song called Lady V, and it was just like, I think it was in Rob's living room.
It was, yeah.
And we didn't even have Alex then. We didn't have like any bass player, and we were in there, and we were just like started just playing this song. And I don't know, just like the feeling, it was like kind of dragging like some demon-y kind of things out, but like in like the best way, and it just felt so good.
Yeah, it just looked like the look around the room because we didn't finish the song
like,
It was just like, keep going like that, and you just got that improv nod to someone, and then it just took off from there. It's great.
And then, you have a song, you have a sound in a way, you have a direction.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first show?
Yeah.
Yeah. Vividly. So in a good way, no, that like the tonality of vividly. But no, it was amazing because it was us, like we hadn't shown anyone anything before what we were up to.
We were really nervous about it.
And yeah, really nervous, and it was just like, it's okay, heart on the sleeve time, and then everyone like, they just walked away like wow kind of thing, and it was just great feeling.
I think like we just automatically just started like moving loads on stage because it felt like I feel like I wouldn't be able to stand still and sing. Like I feel like we just started like.
It's the only band, yeah, though I've ever done that in. Normally I was like the shoegazy, just indie foot going everywhere, but just like really timid, and just through our sound, through our music, just something happens, and it's great.
That's very interesting, because is it like that when you rehearse and when you are...
Well,
Not at the moment.
Not really, because like when we're it depends. Like sometimes when we're like in a really good mood, we're just like stand up going for it. But like we have our own room in Brighton that we just like write and rehearse and all that. And sometimes it just gets to the point where like you're just chilling, just like okay, just make sure we've got all the bits down, make sure it's all right. So no, we don't go as mental, because you feed off the energy, so it's like it gives you a different kind of performance.
Well, for somebody who doesn't perform on stage, and this might be difficult, but can you describe what that is like? What it's like to kind of
Possession.
Yeah, then to take that moment in.
I think I kind of obsess over that moment actually. It's like
It's
that
euphoric, isn't
thing
it?
is
Yeah.
like you've got this little bit of time to kind of show everything that you are and that you can do and that you're passionate about, and it's like you don't know what you're always going to get like with the crowd and stuff. Like, is there going to be people there? Are they going to like it? Are they going to sing? Are they going to jump? Like, and it's just like fuck it, you got to go for it anyway. So it's like you just like go, and it feels really good.
It's like you were saying yesterday. It seems like a second has gone past since when you first started, and that forgetting because you don't care about anything else,
Yeah.
and just losing yourself a little bit just feels great. And then every night we go as hard as the night before. It don't matter if we're playing to 1,000 or 10 people. But something different always happens. It's like really exciting.
Yeah.
But this idea, this mentality of saying to yourself, "Fuck it, let's go for it." I've been doing this work for a while, and I think that is one thing that is quite important to have that drive.
Yeah.
So do you know where that
definitely.
drive comes from?
Because we want it. Like there's nothing else there that we can
No
do.
plan B, yeah.
There's no plan B. There's just like the drive, because we love it. Like we love it, and it's like we kind of work really hard, like in these little rooms all this time, and then we're there to like show it. And if we're gonna go on like do it half-assed, there's no point. Is there?
So can I assume you're quite ambitious then?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
So I don't like the question where do you see yourself in a number of years, but how would
You
you
can ask it anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna. No, but how would you define success?
Everyone like knowing the music and feeling. So we started getting these little messages actually on Instagram, and it's like the nicest thing ever. And it's like getting these messages of people being like, your music makes me feel so empowered, it makes me feel strong. I feel like I can know myself, and it's honestly like the most like heartwarming thing ever, because it's like, do you know what I mean? Like, how do you get messages like that in other like professions and stuff? And, but of course you do in some, but to get that message of something that you've created, it's just like, what?
Yeah, it's affected someone in a way that you couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, so that's doing that to everyone, and
that's success. Yeah.
That's great, and we just want everyone to know the words. Like we want to like build a big fan base. Like we're so small right now, but we've got room to grow, and we want just everyone to kind of get on board.
Yes.
Well, one of the first releases and the EP, Teach Me How to Fight. You mentioned kind of the creative aspect. Where did you start with this EP? Where did this is this?
So we already had the songs, didn't we? So because we just like whenever we're not like on the road or anything, or recording, and we're writing. So we kind of just been writing loads, and we had all these songs, and we were like, okay, so let's go. We need to just keep releasing music, because we had like a little blip where like music wasn't coming out so much,
Right.
and we're like, okay, let's do an EP, and then like we just worked out the songs that we like had a meeting with like our management and them and stuff, and we were like, what songs do we love? Let's like put our like best foot forward with what we've got, and choose like the songs that work really well right now for us and that we really like, and we're like, fuck, let's go with this. And Wish You Were Somebody, we haven't really started playing live yet, and that's like the final track on the EP. And it was kind of this song that we just like fell in love with, and was like, this will work perfectly.
It's like because the title of the EP kind of sums up the whole thing, really, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Well, I wondered about kind of the topics being discussed in the songs. Is it from a set period of time? Is it?
No, it's just what happens when it happens. Really, I can't really write like that. I can't. I'm not sure I'd ever be able to write a concept album or anything like that. Like, I just write on like my real experiences and like what I see in life and what I feel like really passionate about and drawn to. So it was like, yeah, I mean, they've all kind of got the same message. Like, Teach Me to Fight is about just being yourself, not being a poser, and just make your own way and like fucking hit anyone that's getting in your way, you know. And then like Fired Up's just like past relationships and just love and just like working out that's not right, this is right, you're in the right place now and you're falling in love again, stuff. It just ranges. And then Wish You Were Somebody, it's just like, see you later old guys. And what's the other one?
Waves.
And Waves. Yeah, it's all about, it's like literally, they're all like about love, really.
For you, does it help in a way writing about these things?
100%.
Kind of purging?
Oh my god, definitely. It's like,
That's a good way to put it.
it's a release. It's like, yeah, you're just getting to release these kind of like feelings and yeah, it's nice.
For you then, George, was there maybe a bit of lyric or a song that you were really impressed by when she came?
It's a song, I can't remember which one it's from. It's the that song. Oh God, we don't play
good,
it.
isn't it?
No, but I can't remember what we called it.
I'm joking.
It's the,
What's the lyric?
it's about like, babe, we can run this town. Like our mouths would run this town. Let you go. You know, we did that song.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's our mouths can run this town. It's in the chorusy bit. But also, like with "Wish You Were Somebody," like the chorus is just good. Kiss my ass, see you later. You know what I mean? So upfront, tongue in cheek, but fucking awesome.
Well, that directness, because I wrote down one line. I think it's from the title track, "Teach Me to
Which
Fight."
one, sorry?
Teach Me to Fight, the title track. Fuck what you think, I'm not trying to impress you.
Yeah.
So that attitude, does that kind of encompass the band as well?
Yeah.
Put away your bitch face.
Yeah.
Come on, baby, let's play this.
Yeah.
That's good. Mum
Would
like
you
that
say
one.
No, but that mentality, does that kind of encompass the band?
Yeah, it's got to be like, I don't know, like, that's why we're pussyfooting around everyone. It's like, if you want something, fucking go. If you are something, don't try and change it for someone else. Why would you do that? Unless you want to, like, unless you personally think, I want to change myself to make myself feel better. Yeah. If someone else wants to do it, fuck them. Like, what, you know what I mean? So you gotta like, just be strong. Like, everyone tells you no, and like, no, you can't do that, you've got to do this, and it's just like, well, I don't want to do that. And you just, and I mean, if you impress yourself, then you probably impress other people, don't you? If you're impressing someone else, you're not impressing yourself or other people.
Right. Final question then, this EP, is this the precursor to a full album?
Nearly.
Nearly, yeah. We're nearly there.
Yeah, I think
we've got more music to come through the year, but albums still looking like next year for us.
Yeah.
So is part of this then also experience in a way, just life experience, just having to go through things?
Well, yeah, definitely, and what, like the releasing the music.
Yeah, they're just for writing music.
Oh yeah, we love writing music. It's funny, like we go through stages. So obviously, like writing music is also quite difficult sometimes. And when sometimes we'll get in these little like stagnant kind of like fusses, just like like kind of like fuck this is shit, and then we'll like come back to it in an hour and then be like, oh yeah, that was it. And you just go through like stages. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad, but the release and music side of things is
something we want to do more.
Yeah, we just want to keep going. We want to just like build this kind of like base, and then we're gonna like drop an album.
Yeah, like you were saying, when we do the writing stuff, we get in this moment of flux where you think, all right, that's it. No, we're not going to write any more songs. We're done now. And then you just go outside, have a cigarette, like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Just like this happens. Like you don't get used to block. You never get used to that, and you think it's going to last for ages. It's like sleep paralysis, but you're writing with people. It's like, okay, but then you go back in, everyone's like, sorry about that.
Yeah, and it all works out fine.
But it's because we're all passionate about what we want to create. We're not just settling for, oh, that will work, so let's just do it. It's just got to be the best all the time for us. So.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you, man.
Thank you very much for your time.
No worries. Cheers, man.